Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Cudgel here. And now, I'm sure all of you have heard of a small startup company. It's out of California. It's not been around very long. It's called Amazon. You might have heard of Jeff Bazinga and all the human rights violations and things like that, but there's some very big news coming out of Amazon today. Well, I guess a couple days ago, they updated their mobile app logo. Now, that's not normally something I would care all that much about. I did notice it on my phone though, and I thought it looked awful. Granted, I think that whenever anything changes at all, when the Reddit app changed to black for a while, I hated it. When I got used to that and they changed it back to orange, I hated it even more. But there was something a bit special about this app design change. You see, there were some interesting comparisons made between the new app logo and a certain famous figure. Now, I'm not even going to joke with this one and say, you might have heard of, this little guy named Hitler. I think most of you have heard of Hitler. I'd be surprised if there was a single human being on Earth who has not heard of Hitler. And looking at the app, it's not something I immediately realized, but I think there was something in my subconscious that kind of realized, that's Hitler. So here's the new app, and as you can see, it has the Amazon smiley mouth thing, which is a little weird, because based off what I've read of the working conditions, there's not a lot of smiles there. But regardless, it's got like the Amazon smile. I guess it's supposed to look like a cardboard box, like they send in, and it's got a little blue piece of tape there. Or it's supposed to be tape. I had no clue it was tape until this article actually pointed it out, but I guess it's supposed to be tape. I've never gotten an Amazon box with blue tape on it, but regardless, that's what that's supposed to be. But just look at the app for a second, and it becomes pretty clear what that kind of looks like. Hitler. So for all you unimaginative folk who can't quite see it yet, I made this this Photoshopped image for you, just to help you visualize a little bit better. Hitler. So as you can see off that photo, it's a striking resemblance. Now, Amazon has not officially spoken on this matter, but a lot of people did notice quietly, I guess either yesterday or today, they updated the app again. So the app now looks like this instead. It's still a piece of tape, but it's not edged at the end like the previous one was, and one of the corners is bent up like you would pull up a piece of tape on an Amazon box. It actually does look worse in my opinion, because now, if I didn't even know what that was supposed to be before, now I definitely don't. Because at least with the first one, after I was told it's a piece of tape, I could tell, oh, okay, it's, the tape kind of breaks off like that. I can see it now. I don't get why it's blue, but I can see it now. But with this one, it's just, they should have just removed it entirely, because now it just doesn't even resemble tape. I mean, if I work my imagination, it does, but I'm looking at it on my computer screen, and that does not look like tape. As for whether or not Jeff Bazinga will ever give us our prized Hitler Amazon logo again, I certainly am hoping for it. I'm hoping one day iOS gets a feature, where you can put custom icons for things, like Windows has. Maybe get a Jeff Bazinga with the Hitler mustache as my icon. I would love that. Also, this isn't really related to the mustache thing at all, but I just want to mention, I ordered some stuff from Amazon, some stuff I was really looking forward to, and it never showed up. I waited like 8 days. It was 2-day shipping. I waited like 8 days, and it didn't show up. And the Amazon page just straight up said, yeah, it's probably lost. So at least they gave me a refund on it. It was annoying, but at least they gave me a refund. But then one of the items was sold out, and I couldn't buy it, and I had to wait several more days till that was back in stock. I even called the distributor's office. They said it was I got on Amazon support and then was able to I was convinced that guy to give me the number to the Amazon distribution place in like Minneapolis or something. And the guy that picked up the phone, he sounded very depressed. Hello, Amazon distribution. Yeah, it says on Amazon my package is missing. Do you by any chance have it there? I have the tracking number here, and what is your username and password? I don't quite know why he turned Canadian there for a second, but I gave him my username and password, and it just wouldn't work. He tried for minutes on end, and it just wouldn't work. And it's like this guy, all his brain cells were just worked out of his body. And I just imagine him staring at the computer screen, just like, I guess there's nothing we can do. Yeah, so we went from Canadian to very southern right there. But finally, I just told him, I have the tracking number. Why don't you just use that? I have it right here. And it's like there's just a click in his brain like, yeah, I guess we could do that. And then he looks up the tracking number, and they don't have it, and he tells me it's probably missing. Regardless, though, he was a pretty nice fellow. He offered to give me a refund and stuff. I don't blame him for any of this. I do blame Jeff Bazinga, though, for working this poor man so hard. He has lost all his brain cells. I can imagine this was late in the evening. He'd probably been working since like 6 a.m. in the morning. He was about to collapse. But regardless of that exhilarating and fun tale and this amazing news story I'm sure you all loved so much, I'm going to call that a day. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, bye.